What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy first day of school to a lot of you, especially in the Charleston area. I think somewhere else, Atlanta has already been in school for a couple of weeks now, I believe. But even if you're not in school, go ahead and get in the mindset to be back in school. Hope everybody is enjoying a beautiful Monday. Make it happen Monday, a mindset Monday. And I want to let you know that it is weird for me to not be in the classroom giving my first day of school speech. Now, I am an educator, but now I'm a mobile educator. For those of you who do not know, my name is Erica Alcox, also affectionately known as Geechee Girl, and I'm coming to you live from Charleston, Chucktown, South Carolina. I have been in the classroom for about maybe 15 years. I lost count. Because I just go and do what I do, and then I make it happen, and then I listen for the feedback, I adjust, and keep it moving. Sometimes I didn't even know what day of the week it was, and I saw one of my former students just logged on. What's up, Sugarfoot? How you doing, boo-boo? What I want to do is I want to continue the tradition of my first day of school speech that I always gave, and, it would fluctuate from time to time. And every now and then, you have to adjust for the times. Any good educator is always going to adjust. They're not going to dust off a book and teach the same old thing without taking into consideration the things that are going on currently. So with all of that being said, my favorite phrase, count how many times I say that, because I need to know how many times I say that. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and get the students right. So this will be uploaded to YouTube. So if your churn ain't got home from school yet, it'll be on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Erica Alcox. I have no idea why I didn't name it Geechee Girl, but if it is in your spirit to share this with the student in your life, then make sure that you share that video. It'll also be shared on the Facebook page, Geechee Girl. All right. So, in other words, you're going to get it live right here. Then you're going to get it on YouTube. And then you also going to get it on the Facebook page, Geechee Girl. And then I think I might as well upload it to my blog on yourholycityhostess.com. If you go to geecheegirl.org, geecheegirl.com, I own all of that. All of that. Okay? So, listen up. Everybody was sharing their first day of school pictures, and everybody looked fabulous. I saw a lot of new hairdos, fresh haircuts, nice new school clothes, some of it uniform, some of it, the fresh, crisply, or is that even a word? Nicely ironed, pressed shirts, and just looking sharp. And I want to say kudos, because, your physical appearance and feeling good about yourself is vital and key with anything that you do. Now let's go ahead and keep it 100. All right. I want you to focus on the things that matter. For example, your appearance does matter, but it only matters if you are aspiring to be successful in a career, or in a career does include entrepreneurship. Okay. There's no law that says we have to train our students to be employees. We can train our students to be employers. So what I'm saying here is, for all of the people who had on the nice attire, the nice outfits, the nice shoes, the fly hairdos, and everything else like that, go ahead and get in the practice of saying you're showing up for your job. Because right now your school is your job. Your pay is your grades and the interaction that you have with other students, with adults on the campus, whether it be administrators, educators, PTA members, whomever. Go ahead and get into practice now of doing that now. So focus on the things that matter. Something else that matters is getting involved in these extracurricular activities. And I don't mean just sports and band. There's so many other things that a lot of people don't pay attention to. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that being an elective teacher, I taught family and consumer sciences. That's home ec for our old school. But the elective classes are where your core courses make sense. It's where you take what you learn in math and in social studies and science, and then you apply it. And for those of you who know, and even for those who don't know, when somebody can apply something that they learn, that means that they really learned it. Okay? That's like higher level thinking skills. If I tell you to memorize something and then on command you're able to recite something, that's cool. That means you got a good memory. But it doesn't mean that you know what it's talking about. Okay? So for everybody who has what is called CTSOs, Career and Technical Student Organizations, that's your FBLA, that is your DECA, that is your HOSA, that is your FCCLA, which is where I come in, because we shut it down with the scholarships. Okay, we shut it down with the scholarships when we had students. Let me explain what CTSOs are. CTSOs are the student organizations, the clubs, if you will, that are geared around career and technical education. Now, career and technical education takes the sciences, it takes the math, it takes the art even, it takes the social studies, and it applies it to real world situations. For example, there could easily be an event where students are demonstrating how well they can research a career. If they're interested in a career, then they create a portfolio saying, I want to get into this career. These are the subjects I need to study. These are the internships that I probably should look into. And these are the things that I should probably look into getting involved with these clubs to give me more information about this career. There's an event, career exploration, where they're applying the very things that a lot of adults are lacking. And based on how they perform, they win scholarship money. I never heard nobody be mad about money that's free, especially money that's free for you to go to school, okay? So that's an example of what CTSOs do. Please do not overlook that. For students who are musically inclined, for students who are into the arts, I know my son loves art and loves videography. Find the club that is associated with that. Now, mind you, if there is no club within the school, inside of the community, there's something. We got to make sure we're pouring into the students. Same way we poured into them with these outfits and everything else like that, we got to pour into the stuff that's going to have staying power for years. Because once you teach a student a skill, you already know it's with them for life. So, back to my students. Focus on the things that matter, that make your outfit matter. How about, let's say it like that. Focus on the things that are going to make your outfit matter. All right? Because nobody cares how fly you are if you cutting up in class, if you are missing class, if you're not being that student who is thirsty for knowledge, who takes ownership. All right? So it does not matter how fly you are if you're not doing none of that. And that leads me to the next thing, the next little nugget. Question. When I was teaching, of course I taught, some things from the textbook, and then I also taught from experience. I invited my students to question everything that did not sound right, whether it be because they didn't understand it or because they had a different experience. I'm inviting each and every last student to question things that you may have some different facts about, or you've had a different experience. Now, mind you, I'm not saying question in a disrespectful way. You don't do that, okay? We're not about that life. All of this, seeing who can be the most ratchet, that's your word that you like to use, right? We got to cut that out. And putting it on WorldStar. WorldStar don't care jack about does WorldStar give out any scholarships? No, they don't. Okay, so then, all right. When you question things, there's a way to ask it that you're inquiring about a different point of view. When you're working on getting an understanding, all right? It's not about being disrespectful, all right? Now, a lot of people will say, well, my teacher, she don't like or he don't like us to question. Well, then that's an issue that needs to be handled immediately. Don't wait until it's time for progress reports. Open up your mouth and question the treatment, okay? Shout out to all my educators out there that encourage your students to ask questions, okay? So question everything. If you don't understand, question. Remember in the first video, we talked about having the post-it notes that you put in your workspace. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that means you need to go and check out that YouTube, because I gave some fire information on that. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm the educator. I educate. That's what I do. Okay? So question everything and be able to receive the information. Once you question now, you got to be able to receive. And one tip about questioning, if it's something that you can find the information to, go search for it. There's a way to question things. If you find information and you don't quite have an understanding of what you found, then there's a questioning process that'll come out to say, okay, they're really digging. And then there's a type of question that you ask that shows that you're too lazy to go and find out some information or even start. Okay? It's not having a hand out. It's about getting a hand up. If I see a student, and any educator, any good educator, when they see students really thirsty for knowledge and going after it themselves, they'll listen to the way questions are being answered, or being asked rather. And then they'll answer it a certain way, which involves more learning. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not about, asking a question, the teacher answering the question, and then everybody go home happy. The student ain't learned nothing, okay? You ain't learned nothing. You gotta do better, all right? Okay, so now, hold up, music break. And I did play music in my class. Okay, back to it. Stay on task. I like a good beat. Now, the last one is be great. I know that sounds like it is obvious, but you would be surprised how many students hide their shine because it is not the thing to do. I promise you, I almost want to start a petition to have intelligence be cool again, to let that be the how they say orange is the new black. Intelligence is the new black. Okay? It is not cute to be fly in your clothes and then clueless in your head. Again, focus on the things that make your outfit worthy of making you fly. You understand what I'm saying? Make your outfit matter by your intelligence. Be great. There are a lot of you who are holding back because you're scared of what your boy's going to say. You're scared of what your girl's going to say. And some of y'all playing, a little less than because you don't want this guy who you think is fine to think you too good. If you're interested in somebody and they are not performing the way that they should inside of the class, what is it that you see about them besides this right here? Because that's going to fade. All right? That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it, short and sweet. That's all I wanted to let you know. Understand that your teachers are not there to be your friends. They are there to educate and guide you. Okay? That doesn't mean that you go at them and go for them like you Uber. Don't come for them educators. You're not Uber. Okay? Concentrate on building an academic relationship with your educators. One where they see the respect that you have for them, and they in turn should also have a respect for you because you're showing up each and every single day. Okay? If there's ever a bump in the road, handle it right then and there. As far as making sure a parent or a guardian is aware. Do not get into confrontations. Speak your piece. Do it respectfully. All right? Some people may not agree with me that way, but depending on your age, like if you're in high school, you should be at a point where you should be able to really respectfully express yourself. If you find yourself getting full in your chest, then you need to go ahead and in the conversation and speak with your parent or your guardian. Let them handle it from there on out, because it's not your job to argue with an educator. It really isn't. And I'm going to be fair, and I know there are educators out there who don't care. I'm just being real. But understand where your line of responsibility starts and stops, because at the end of the day, we do not want you getting in trouble, getting suspended, getting expelled, and then you losing seat time and you missing information. All right? So focus on things that matter. Focus on things that are going to make your outfit matter. Question everything and be great. Gotta go. Smooches and Red Rice. Going to share this video on YouTube, and make sure you share it. Tag a friend, tell a friend. Smooches and Red Rice. Peace.